we're fighting for like almost an hour, and then she says, "Babe, you're making me want to leave right now."
Oh.
Yeah. And then I was like, all right. And again, I'm retelling this from her. I don't remember
Her
any of this.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
So
you don't remember any of it.
She told me, "Babe, you're
Are
making."
you just pleading blackout? Were you actually
No, I
blacked
really
out,
did
or were
black
you
out. No,
pleading
I swear,
blackout?
I'm being so honest right now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I why would I lie about
Yeah.
that? So apparently, when she says that, when she's like, "Babe, you're making me want to leave right now," and then I was like, all right, I'll stop. And then I roll over, okay? And then she rolls over. And she said about 2 minutes went by, total silence.
And you were like, "Why don't you love me?"
No.
Again.
And then, so we're like, I'm on my side of the bed, she's on her side of the bed. And then I start uncontrollably crying.
No way.
Yeah.
You got fucking white girl wasted.
Oh, dude.
No way.
I was literally like, "You don't leave me. Don't fucking leave me. I love you so much. Don't fucking don't leave me."
That's incredible.
Yeah, so literally was like ugly crying, like uncontrollably.
You're listening to Backyard Hang with Ryan Patrick and Tim Burkowski.
Welcome back. Welcome
Episode
back, Ryan.
3 of Backyard Hang.
Wait, is it episode 3?
This is episode 3, yeah.
I could have swore I was blacked out for the last one.
You 100% were on a gnarly coke binge and 36-hour,
That's true.
yeah. But dude, so we'll
Yeah, rewind it.
So quick drink recap.
Right.
So I was on a good 30-day bender there.
Yes,
30
yes,
days
you were. We talked about
straight.
this
Yeah,
before, and I was like, come on, man, 30 days, don't be a pussy.
Yeah. To be honest, straight up pussed out. Had a few days off of drinking, dude.
I know, and apparently you've got a thing called leg day that happens. You've been going to a gym.
Yeah, I've been
A
hitting
gym.
a gym. I've been gyming it up, dude. I hit the gym a few times. I took literally an entire 24 hours without drinking, and then
Wait, an entire 24 hours?
24 hours with zero alcohol in my body.
God, how did that anxiety feel for you, or depression?
Let me tell you. So I did 24 hours zero alcohol.
Zero.
Literally zero.
Not even like a mimosa.
Not even a mimosa.
No.
So I did 24 hours zero alcohol, and then I did the next day after that was like a beer.
Sure. Yeah. A little equalizer.
Yeah. So technically that's 2 days.
Sure.
Let's
yeah.
just say
No,
I was
understand
because
that.
it's one beer. You know what I mean? 2 days. That's 2 days. The next time I got drunk was amazing.
Was it?
2 days. When was the last time you were sober for 2 days? It's been a while.
You know, I will tell you this. It was probably
When the government made you.
the prefix to that would be in the 19s. So 1999.
Oh shit.
2000. No, I'm joking. No, the government did make me
Yeah.
stop for 30 days, and that
30
was the best
days.
30 days. Or no. Sorry, 3 months. 100% sober.
You were
for 3 months.
sober for 3 months.
100% sober for 3 months, and it was the best goddamn 3 months of my life.
Was it?
Oh yeah, I was more creative. I did things that I never would. I went on like a hike.
A hike.
A hike like that.
One hike.
I enrolled in college and I got straight A's.
And look at your life now.
And you know what? My life is so much better now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a quick drink recap. What about you? Have you hit to slow down at all? Sped up?
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't typically slow down. What
Okay.
I do is I make sure that my body is capable of slowing down,
Okay.
and then I go as hard as I can. I push the limits. I mean, it's a YOLO situation. You know what I
Dude.
mean? Like, and left to my own devices, I'm going to drink all I can
Yeah.
because I love it, and I know my limits.
Mhm.
But I also know my lifestyle
You know what I like about you? I've just kind of like I've noticed
because of my
this-
blue eyes.
Yeah. Ooh. I've just kind of noticed this, like, dude, you're a fucking like showman at the bar. Like you're like you're like going.
What do you mean?
Like you're going around shaking hands. You're fucking buying table shots. You're like going around. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, yeah, I think that's important. Like in any kind of restaurant business or industry, as we like to call it, like as a bartender, a server, whatever, I get to be somebody behind the bar that I'm not in real life. Like in real life, I'm laying at home, I'm listening to John Mayer, and I'm chilling out. Or like Amos Lee or Ray Malontaine, like I'm chilling, but behind the bar, I get to be whoever I want.
but I'm not even saying when you're behind the bar. I'm talking about when we're just hanging out. We're like, let's just say like a Saturday night. I've noticed like you're going around the tables being like, oh, fucking whatever, what's up? Hey, how are you? And you're like, let's all do shots. You'll buy like a round of like 3 or 4 shots for whoever's at the table. Like that's awesome. I would never do that.
Why not? I don't understand. Like, why not? Like, there's this air of personality that you have to kind of have in my industry. So when I'm doing that, like, I'm always on kind of the prowl. Like,
Yeah.
I'm always like, I want to meet people, I want to talk to people, but it's always very brief. It's
But-
like, hey, how you doing? Let me get you this. Let me hang out. Like, can I clear your drink off? Let me do
Yeah.
this. Like, let's shake hands.
But-
What's your name?
So is it only like that at your bar, or are you like that at other bars?
I am like that whenever my brain allows me to be.
Yeah.
So, and what that means too is that if I'm going to be out and about, then there's no reason for me not to be social. There's no reason not to be.
No, that's what I'm saying is that I'm social. I'll definitely talk to a bunch of people, have a good time, try to make people laugh. But you're like taking it to a next level. You're really
Well-
like, you know what I mean?
I think it's very important, especially in the industry I'm in. I think it's incredibly important to know as many people as possible.
Yeah.
I always tell people that Tim, like you have so many friends. Like I don't. I do not have a lot of friends. I just know a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I could like call somebody right now and be like, "Hey, come hang out."
Yeah.
But I can, whether it's social media, whether I'm working or not, I can go up to any person at any given time and get to know them within 5 minutes.
Yeah. No, it's
Easy.
it's admirable.
It's easy. It's an easy trait.
I mean,
to
I'll
have.
definitely buy my friends drinks, and I'll buy random shots for my friends and stuff every once in a while. But I'm definitely not like you. Like you're
But you see, that's the difference. Is that what you can do? And we're not like sucking each other's dicks here or anything.
I'm sucking
but
your tip a
it's-
little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But the thing is like just to be affable around people
Mm-hmm.
makes it kind of makes a night for people. If I can make somebody happy or genuinely enjoy their time, no matter where they're at, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And when I'm by myself, I'm alone. Like I do not want to be around people. I do not care for that at all.
Yeah.
It's like even today, when I got home this morning at like 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and I fell asleep until about I don't know, like 5, 6 o'clock this evening, and I watched like 3 movies. It's like I'm so happy right now.
Yeah.
I'm so like.
You're a fucking extroverted introvert.
That's so nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hot one everyone does now.
I know.
I'm
and
extroverted
fuck you if
and
you're doing that.
introverted.
I hate you a little
Yeah.
bit more for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I think there's a super cool thing where when people are able just to talk to people and bring them maybe a little bit out of their shell. Like I'm very good at this one thing. Like if I see like an awkward date at my bar or
Yeah.
something like that, I can go up to them and I can spark that for them
Yeah.
and get them laughing and get them having fun, and then they have a better time because of it. And I'm very good at that. But you know,
You know what's fucked up about me though is like there's certain times when I am like very sociable, want to include everybody, and I do actually have like a really like weird dying need to entertain people and make people laugh and make people want to like me. It really is.
likewise.
It's a sickness.
likewise.
It really is.
Yeah.
But there's also certain times where I'm very exclusive. You okay?
Yeah. Sorry, my headphones
Your
keep falling
headphones,
out of
yeah,
my
yeah.
ear. Yeah.
There's sometimes where I get like very territorial and exclusive, and it's like if you're not already part of the group, fuck you. Don't even try to get in.
And you know what? You know what I have found is that, and I tell people this a lot, like coming from the East Coast, being born and raised in Maryland, and coming out here, there are two things that are almost impossible to do in Southern California. One is make really close friends that are from San Diego. Like you're the unicorn in that. But also, like, most people are territorial because people don't leave their neighborhoods. They don't leave to go out and venture out and do other things. And
Yeah.
people are perfectly okay with being alone. Whereas, like, on the East Coast, if we want to be alone, I'll just tell my friend, be like, hey, I don't want to hang out with you tonight. And I'll be like, cool. And when I do hang out, it's like we're best friends immediately. We don't have that here in California. That's why dating and meeting people is so difficult, because everybody just does their own thing and they're okay with it.
Yeah.
And and they're also very territorial, like you were saying. So like if I had like 10 dudes come into my bar one night and they're hitting on every girl in there, I'd be like, hey boys, take it easy.
Yeah.
All right?
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
But on the flip side of that, there is something very cool. Once you make friends in San Diego, you're there for life. Like there's no you're never ever going to be like, in 10 years, if I was to call you and I didn't see you, I'd be like, hey Ryan, this is Tim. You'd be like, oh my God, I miss you, man. Like, let's hang. Let's do that. That's the type of people in San Diego.
Yeah. But like specifically on St. Patrick's Day, a few days ago, there was like a core group of people hanging out, and we all knew each other.
Yeah.
Like Jesse, your chef, was there for
Jessica.
Yeah. She's super cool. She's definitely part of the group, and like the other chef dude, what's the other chef guy's name? Who's
Logan.
Logan. Super cool.
Yeah. No, rad. And young,
rad.
too. Like, they're
he's like
young.
23, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's like 23,
Yeah.
24. Jess is only 27. She's an executive chef.
Yeah, that's
She's
crazy.
fantastic at what she does.
Yeah. So she's hanging out, and then like you, Teddy, Midori, like all the regs, like there's a few other bar regulars, and like then there was like a couple other like dudes who've never been in the bar before, and just for some reason I was in that.
Oh, the long-haired guy.
Long-haired guy who looked.
He was super fucking cool, by the way.
No, he wasn't, dude.
Yeah, he was.
No.
We sat before you got there. Him and I sat and talked like music for hours.
Yeah, but he looked like he hadn't fucking moved past 1997. Like fucking. You know what I mean?
But see,
like
that's the thing. Like
Led Zeppelin's for sure his favorite band. 100%. Like.
All right. Well, but that's the thing, though, Ryan, is that those type of people are just looking to meet people and looking to make friends. So it's like, yeah, of course they're going to be a little skittish around people. Like, we're all clicked up.
Yeah.
We know everybody. They don't. So that's why I make sure that I make people feel comfortable.
Yeah,
I
but
make sure that they're there, and I make sure they're there for a reason.
But see, I do understand what you're saying, and I'm a fucking total douchebag for saying this right now.
Oh, you are.
But what I'm saying is that I feel like it's like, yeah, we've got our fucking crew here, and I fucking put my time getting into this crew. So guess what? You got to put your time in too, motherfucker. Like you can't just jump. You can't just jump
as
in.
As a guy coming from the East Coast, I do not believe that. Like I do not, or I believe in what you're saying, but I do not agree with that assessment.
Yeah,
like, that sucks. Like you
it does.
Suck
I
for
do
that.
suck.
You
I do suck for that.
You suck for that.
Yeah,
because,
I do
like,
suck for that.
How else are people going to like? What you're doing is what makes people go shoot up schools. Like
no,
it's like it's like yeah, it's like
maybe shoot themselves, not schools.
But it's just like, why not give people benefit of the doubt and then learn about them and then say, all right, get the fuck out. Like the immediate contact has to be the best possible solution. So if you're sitting there talking to somebody and you're like, I don't like you because you didn't put your time in.
Maybe it's not
like,
even that, but
gross.
I would just was, yeah, it is. I'm a fucking idiot. Like, sorry. But also I just wasn't feeling that guy either. You know what I mean? Like
That's okay, and you don't have to like everybody.
I don't,
you know,
but
and people don't always have to like you or me or whatever. But if you're going to go out of your way to talk to somebody, like that guy came in of the volition, like I'm not used to this. I'm first timer here.
Yeah.
I want to learn the locals. I want to learn about people. And he was trying to be as cool as possible, and he was. He was cool. But you saw a different side.
I just wasn't feeling
And
it,
that
dude.
sucks.
I know.
That sucks.
I'm not saying I'm a fucking good person, dude.
Well, you know what? Either am I.
Well, I mean,
No, I really do think you're a great person.
But then I mean that's only a certain side of me, and especially it's usually when I'm super drunk, which on St. Patty's Day I was. Wait. No, let me retract. What day was St. Patty's Day? Was that Saturday? Okay, Friday is when I was wasted.
I don't
when we were
understand how.
Oh my god!
Because
dude.
I left hammered,
So-
and you were still hanging out. Like after we left the wine bar,
Yeah.
and me, you, Lachelle,
So-
we all went
Yeah.
back to CJ's, and I was fucking
Dude,
hammered.
no, I was too, because let me recap the drinks. Oh, and it's not the volume of alcohol I consumed, it's the types of alcohol I consumed, because I mixed, and that's a fucking dangerous situation here.
All right.
So what I had was, before we went to the wine bar, I had I think 2 or 3 big PBRs plus 2 I had a shot of Old Crow and a shot of Grand Marnier, which is your
Grandma's the
favorite.
best. Yeah.
and then we went to the wine bar. And
yes,
I
you had equivalent of 1.5 glasses of wine.
No, I had at least 2 full glasses.
All right, fine.
Off of the
Either way.
bottle you bought, I for sure had 2, like, more than 5-ounce pours of your wine.
6-ounce pours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
For sure.
legit size. Plus, I was like trying other people's wine, so I had at least like 2 glasses of wine.
All right. So
And-
we're not arguing whether you are able to drink a lot or what you're mixed, but it's more like, are you able to handle your booze?
So it's
on a
because
Friday?
hold on, I gotta grab a beer. Keep talking.
All right. So now he's grabbing a beer and his headphones are off, so I can talk shit on him all I want. Oh, he can still hear me.
I can still hear
he
you.
can still
dude.
hear me. So-
did you want one?
No, I'm all good. So that's like the one Friday night, and I left at what, like 12:30ish.
Yeah, 12:31.
12:31.
Yeah.
And you were still there all night.
Yeah, so like I had already had all that wine, a couple shots of whiskey, a few beers, and then I kept pounding beers once I got to the bar for whatever. Oh, so this is the big thing though, dude, is that I didn't drink a lot, although I did drink a lot. However, I had barely eaten that day. So
All right.
I had
First off, that's a huge misnomer.
First of all, no,
that
it's
you
not.
need to eat
Yeah,
to drink
no,
all night.
No, well,
I eat once a day and I drink all fucking night.
let me get to this, but I definitely blacked out that night.
Well, good
So-
for you. You know,
so-
there's a first for I remember my first
dude, I
beer.
haven't blacked out in years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so
I
you're
don't
not
have
like a 5-day-a-weeker blackout guy?
No, I'm not you.
You know, I was gonna say you're not me.
So,
No.
So I had 2 tamales that day, and like a bagel earlier.
I had
That's all I had.
exactly 2 pieces of pizza that day.
So anyway, so Friday night, dude, I get my fucking girlfriend's at the bar too, and she's trying to play catch up because by the time she shows up, she's
After
gets
she
off
got
of
off
work.
work and all this stuff.
She's
yeah.
trying to play catch. She's drinking.
She met us at the wine bar.
She met us at the wine bar. She only had like a
half
sip,
a glass of wine,
sip,
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I need to like catch up with you guys. So she's drinking double
Mm-hmm.
whiskey gingers, but dude, I'm already 3 sheets to the wind at this point.
Like, did you drink before you came to meet me at CJ's?
No,
At all?
no, not at all.
You had 3 beers and 2 shots because
Yeah.
I was serving.
No, I
you
had
them.
3 beers and 2 shots and 2 full glasses of wine. Okay, off of fucking almost.
God bless it.
What? That's a decent
I don't know.
amount.
Yeah, that's
In-
like
in a
my Tuesday morning.
Yeah, well, listen, I had barely eaten. I don't know. I keep spilling on the screen here. I don't know where, or maybe it's probably dripping from somewhere. There's driplets on my screen. I don't know what's going on. Oh, by the way, let me interject real quick.
Yes, please do.
Backyard hang. We are actually hanging in
Hanging
your backyard.
in the backyard.
Yeah,
I know it's
we're
wonderful.
currently recording.
It's a little cold out. But
It's,
look at all the fantastic flowers and
know.
plants that are around here.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot
my
of
roommates are horticulturalists, and they just have great knowledge on how to build new plants. I don't know if that's a thing.
It's a great. Let me paint the picture here. We're on his deck, which is raised about 3 or 4 steps, and there's a lot of foliage around us. A lot of nice planted like cactus and kind of. I don't even know if this is cactus, but it's. I don't know what.
No, they're called succulents.
Succulents.
I'm not even joking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that. They're
yeah,
called
yeah.
succulents.
Yeah, but it's a very nice backyard. It's pretty big. There's lots of stuff planted. There's a cool shed here. There's nice lights set up.
It is. It's super intimate, and that's why I love this place.
I know it's great.
I love it.
And so this is what the inspiration for the name of the podcast was, Backyard Hang, because we would come back here after the bar all the time and just hang out and fucking shoot the shit.
And whenever I text anybody late night, I'm always like, "Hey, you guys want a backyard hang?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, of course. To all you 24-year-olds, we're out here.
Yeah, backyard hang, bro.
Backyard
So
hang,
we
bro.
are actually backyarding right now.
So you told me that you had an interesting story.
Oh yeah.
So tell me.
So
To get back on topic.
yeah. To get back on the track here.
Yeah.
So that night, I'm fucking hammered, dude.
We're talking Friday night, not
Friday
St.
night,
Patrick's
day
Day.
before St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
So, so we pretty much close out the bar. I still haven't eaten anything, and
You're turning into me
I
real
need
quick.
to eat. I need to eat.
Yeah,
seriously,
you have for sustainability.
for
you have to
sustainability.
have-
I'm fucking
yeah.
like 100 pounds heavier than you. I need.
You're
to eat.
2 of me.
I am 2 of you, literally.
No, literally.
No, how much
Yeah.
do you weigh?
145.
Yeah, I'm literally 2 of you.
Yeah.
I'm like 280.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nailed
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Granted, I am 6'5", but
So am I.
you're like
All right, 5'11".
5'11". Yeah. Anyway, so my chick and I go back to my place, and what? So we go back to my place, and my fucking roommate's like asleep on the couch, and she totally wakes up when we get there. And we kind of hang out with her for a little bit, but she's like not drunk at all, and she had like a Batman shirt on.
All right, that's
And,
only that?
No, no,
Because
no.
that would be super hot.
Well,
met
you,
your
yeah,
roommate.
you
She's
would
super
be into
cute.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
So I kept my girlfriend told me that I kept saying like, "Oh, dude, I fucking love your shirt. That was fucking cool." Like, the Batman. Anyway, so she goes to bed, and then me and my chick go to my room.
By the way, why you always refer to girls as chicks? All the time. There's a chick.
No, that's what you do. That's like
Is it what you do?
this chick.
I don't know.
You know, this
Right, cool.
chick or my chick or
Oh, yeah.
fucking.
That's my
That's a
lady
thing.
friend. Yeah.
My well, that's a little weird, but
I don't know.
no, that's just my my girl, my chick. I don't know. It's just something people say.
So keep going.
Anyway, so we lay in bed, and I start trying to fuck for sure.
Like, are you being like that creeper dude? Like you're spooning and like you're dick and crack kind of stuff.
Yeah, maybe
It's
start
like
grabbing,
moving the mood, like
start grabbing a
getting the
tit,
moves,
maybe
like, a
start
little
kissing the
bit.
neck a little
Yeah.
bit, and then she just shuts it down. And
Really? Good for her.
She's hey, you're supposed to be on my side, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But she was basically like, dude, you're too drunk. I mean, like,
Wait a minute. So was she like she doesn't want to take advantage of you?
no,
because
no,
you're
no.
too
It's not even
drunk?
that.
Or
It's just like she's not gonna have a good time. I'm that drunk. That's
that
how drunk
drunk.
I was. I
Yeah.
would just be a fucking sloppy mess.
Got it.
And she's just like, babe, not tonight. Like, blah blah blah.
Cool. She didn't pull the headache card or
No,
anything
no,
like
no,
that.
no.
Like,
She literally was just like,
she's like, dude,
you're
no.
too drunk. Like, seriously.
We're done.
She
Like,
literally
let's just go to sleep.
She literally, and her and I drank together all the time. And I've seen
Yeah.
her wasted. She's seen me wasted before. She said that she's never seen me this drunk before.
Really?
And we've been hanging out for almost a year.
Yeah.
And, like, so she literally said, this is the drunkest I've ever been around her. That's how drunk I was.
Really?
So she shot me down because she's like, dude, I don't even want to deal with this. You are.
No, it's one of those things where it's like, it's bad cooking. Like, I just don't want to eat your food right now because it's bad.
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
you're a good cook, but you're just not.
So
You're done.
I remember up until that point, to where because I remember like trying to fuck her, and her kind of pushing away, and then this is around the time I black out. And
so you did black out.
yes, I did black out. Apparently, after she fucking shot me down, I'm retelling this story because
Careful what you say right now.
No, I don't care. We already talked about this on my podcast, so it's already out there.
Yeah.
Apparently, for the next hour or so, I started fighting with her. Like, why don't you want to fuck me? You don't fucking love me. You don't fucking.
Oh,
yeah.
You went
oh, yeah.
full
yeah.
retard.
Yeah, I went full retard.
Oh my god.
I was like, you're not fucking attracted to me. You don't fucking love me.
No. Brian, I've never seen
Dude,
that side of you.
No,
before,
I know. It never comes
ever.
out because it's only when I'm blackout drunk. And I'm like, you don't want to have sex with me because you're not attracted to me. You're gonna blah, blah. And then she's like, no, babe, like I just, you're too drunk. Like I don't want to fuck.
It's just
I
done.
don't remember any of this.
Really.
Any of it. And
See?
then,
Does
it's
it
not
get
over.
better?
Oh, it gets better.
Or
worse for me.
Ugh.
So basically, she tells me we fight for like seriously like 45 minutes, like me saying the same shit over and over, like, no, you don't fucking love me. No, you're not fucking attracted to me. Why don't you want to have sex with me? I'm just like a fucking.
Meanwhile,
drunk
your dick
idiot.
probably would not work.
No.
Anyway.
Well, no. See, that's the thing is, I don't get whiskey dick. It's just.
Oh, I do.
Okay, so I don't get whiskey dick. It's just when I'm super drunk, it's really hard for me to come.
Yeah, whiskey dick.
No, but I mean, I can still get hard.
Yeah, but you're not gonna come.
Yeah, it'll take some work.
It's forever.
yeah. Is that what whiskey dick is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
You
whiskey
get
dick.
hard, but you just can't.
Oh, I
come.
thought whiskey dick was
you just can't get up.
I
No,
thought-
that's coke dick.
I've never done coke, so I've never had coke dick.
You should.
So I can get hard, but I just can't. I can't climax.
Right.
It's you know what I mean.
Understandable.
So anyway, we're fighting for like almost an hour, and then she says, "Babe, you're making me want to leave right now."
Oh.
Yeah. And then I was like, all right. And again, I'm retelling this from her. I don't
Correct.
remember
Her
any of this.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
So-
you don't remember any of it.
She told me, babe, you're
Are
making
you just pleading blackout? Were you actually
no, I
blacked
really
out,
did
or were
black
you
out. No,
pleading
I swear,
blackout?
I'm being so honest right now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I why would I lie
Yeah.
about that? So apparently, when she says that, when she's like, "Babe, you're making me want to leave right now," and then I was like, "All right, I'll stop," and then I roll over, okay, and then she rolls over. And she said about 2 minutes went by, total silence.
And you were like, "Why don't you love me?"
No.
Again.
And then, so we're like, I'm on my side of the bed, she's on her side of the bed. And then I start uncontrollably crying.
No way. You got fucking white girl wasted.
Oh, dude. She
No way.
I was literally like, you don't leave me. Don't fucking leave me. I love you so much. Don't fucking don't leave me.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so literally was like ugly crying, like uncontrollably, like, and she, I mean, I have blips of a memory of myself
Right.
crying, and her like holding me, and she's like, babe, it's okay, and she told me
Like she had to take care of you.
no, she was
that
literally,
night.
I was
Yeah.
uncontrollably crying.
Well, and that's the cool thing about like those types of events. It's like a total Wayne's World thing. Like if you spew and she bolts, it was never meant to be.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but if she's not willing to do that, like, because you're going to do that for her eventually
Yeah.
at one time.
Well, you
And
know
it's
what's
like-
funny is that I recently did that for her. She was like uncontrollably crying, but justifiably because her friend had just
Well,
died.
right.
And
I
it's like,
understand that.
and it's like
That's a whole nother instance. Like, you cannot compare somebody
No.
dying
she tried.
to
No.
you just being an uncontrollable idiot.
The next
All
day,
right.
I was like, "Oh my god, babe, I'm so sorry." Like, and she's like, "It's okay. Like, I've ugly cried in front of you," and I'm like, "Yeah, but your
But
friend
she had a
died.
reason.
Your friend
She
died.
had a reason. You did not.
Yeah, I was just a
But
drunk
that
idiot.
also, that's a cool thing. Like, I had a really interesting conversation with somebody just on Saturday night, the girl that I was with.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, like, exes, and we were talking about boyfriends, girlfriends, all this stuff. And it's the people that are that understand you're allowed to have those kind of moments every once in a while. Now, if it's like every goddamn day, then it's different. But if you have it every once in a while, then it's okay
Yeah.
to do that. Like
That's
you're
part
allowed,
of a relationship.
You're allowed to be vulnerable. You're allowed to be the weak one in the relationship for a time being. And every once in a while, like, the girl's got to step up and be like, I'm there for you. Like,
Yeah.
And that is something like somebody that can do that, that's love. Like,
Yeah.
that is, or even beyond love. Like, that's like, I care about you.
Yeah.
So your girlfriend understood what was happening. It was like, I just got to ride this out.
So
Because you would do that same exact thing for her.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I do really appreciate that she fucking put up with my shit and didn't take off. But then check this out though. So I'm like uncontrollably crying. And then and then pick up, like I start calming down, and then I come to. I come.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Immediately, it's like, oh my god, like
and then
you're instant sober.
Exactly.
Instant sober.
All of a sudden, I'm
Boom.
fucking laying next to her. She's holding me, and then I literally was like, babe, why am I crying right now?
Right.
Yeah, literally just came to.
You just had to let all of that emotion out.
And she was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Dude, was I just crying? What's happening?"
Right.
And then she's, I literally completely blacked out.
Tell me, I hope that she just laughed at you.
Dude, so she told me the next day that she was like consoling me, like had like holding me, and was like trying to hold back from laughing the entire time. Yeah.
Yes.
And I was
And
not
you know
even
what? Like,
mad about that. I was
Isn't
like,
that such a cool thing? Like, when you come to and you realize, like, whatever substance you're on or whatever you're drinking or drugs or whatever, like, when you come to and it's like that person, you could have exactly what you did, like cry all night and maybe be like a little bit obtuse in a lot of your vernacular, but when you wake up in the morning, she's like, dude, I got you.
yeah.
I got you. Like, that's the best feeling in the world because they're going to be there for you that way.
Yeah.
And that is something that I've found in any of my relationships in life. I'll be 35 next week, and I can sit, like you said earlier, like I can sit and talk to anybody. I can throw out emotion at any time. But it's the person, it's that ride or die chick that's just there for you all the time, and that is super fucking cool.
I know. She's my ride or die chick.
Ride or die chick, dude. Yeah. The brat ride or die.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just. I think that is more a story of triumph than it is like taking away from your ego or anything
No,
like that.
I mean,
to be able to let loose with somebody like that.
I don't ever like subscribe to ego at all. I think that's retarded.
Oh, I do.
I
do hardcore.
I'll be the first. I mean, like that's my big thing is like especially in the last like 5 years is honesty. Like I just want to be as honest as possible and talk about, and especially in relationships. Like there is literally like nothing I won't say in front of my girlfriend. I mean,
right, but you're also allowed to do it. Like you feel comfortable enough to do that.
Well, I do with
her.
her. I do with her. Other
Not
relationships,
everybody,
no
but
way, dude.
With her,
I've been in relationships before where my
mum's the word all the damn time.
I've been in relationships where my fucking personality is completely stifled. Like they don't get it.
There is no ever need for that.
So literally, like, let me just give you an example. Like the fucked up shit that comes into my head that I say in front of my girlfriend. I'm literally like, the other day I was like, oh, dude, I got to pee so bad. And she's like, okay, go pee. And then I was like, open your mouth.
Oh, you did?
Like, yeah. And I just say stuff.
Yeah, it's a joke.
I know, but
it doesn't matter.
I know, but it does to some chick. What chick could you jokingly say?
I can think of like 10.
Be like, you be like, hey, I want to pee in your mouth right now.
No, but you weren't saying I want to pee in your mouth. It was more like a joke. It was like, oh, I got to pee. And you were like, open your mouth. It was like, oh, whoop. Now I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a quick joke, but
it's
quixotic.
I've
straight up dated chicks who I've tried to say shit like that around
Yeah.
and they're just like, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you kidding?
Are you kidding
just want
me?
to pee in my mouth? No, I don't actually
Yeah.
want to, but
No,
learn
it's
how
a
to take a
fucking
joke,
joke.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, that's my fucking ride or die chick, dude.
Dude, and
she
you
holds
know what?
me when I cry.
The really like cool thing, the dynamic that you guys have is that you can do that. And so I want to talk to you about a thing.
Yeah.
If you don't mind. So on my night, St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. The next night. Yeah.
The next night, yeah, I went to the opera. I
That's
had a great
right,
time. It
yeah.
was fantastic. It was all cotillion Spanish. It was
You had nice shoes on.
fantastic. Oh, well, yeah,
Yeah.
I did. And I was dressed to the nines and all that stuff. And I love doing that.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things to do is dress up. But, like, I went over to CJ's and hung out, and then I went over to my friend's house.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you this. Like, there is something to be said for people that just meet somebody that night and have instant connection.
Yeah.
And I found that.
Whoa.
I did. I know it's super cool, but it's also like if I'm like, hey, I want to go visit you in wherever you're living, is that too aggressive? Is it too not? But I met this girl, and we had a blast.
Whoa.
Like literally from I don't know, like 12:30 when I left until 10 a.m. We just hung out. We danced.
You
like,
danced.
oh my! You know I like to
Yeah,
dance.
you
all
love
that shit.
dancing, yeah.
And we danced. We talked about important issues. We had all this stuff, and then I wake up and I got bruises all over my body because we had such an intense
Whoa.
moment together. And
Did she
it was
punch
just,
you?
No, but
Oh.
yeah, I mean,
She's a biter.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, it was just so cool,
Yeah.
and it was like, you know what? I didn't think that I would like this person, but now I do, and it's
Wow.
like cool. Like I will go visit her at any given time.
So you'll drive or fly.
I don't. I'm not allowed
That's
to
right.
drive.
You're not allowed to drive. But you would travel to see her
Yes.
more than 2 hours.
Well, I mean, the flight from here to where she lives is like 3 hours, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, for me personally with relationships, I have like a 30-minute zone. If I have to travel more than 30 minutes to see you, it's not gonna happen.
Well, that's just pure laziness.
I'm very lazy.
Pure laziness.
I'm very lazy.
No, but that's the thing though, like, and I have, as a bartender in San Diego, I have met a ton of women, and I have met a lot of really cool, awesome women that I would never ever travel for. I like them. I think they're cool, and that's it. But when you meet somebody, you meet them, and you're like, wait a minute, I understand who you are immediately. And like that, when you have that connection, you cannot let that go. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But you have to give it a try.
Yeah.
And it's like, I would not do that for almost anyone. I'm super fucking picky.
Yeah.
I'm very picky about the women I hang out with and date and all that stuff. So when you meet somebody, and if you're drinking and doing drugs and all this stuff, whatever, and I even gave her an ultimatum.
Really?
Yeah. I told her, I was like, look, after I left, I said, if you want to get to know me better, you find me.
Whoa.
And she did.
Whoa. She
And-
Facebook stalk you?
No, she got my number from a mutual friend, and she put the effort in. I was like, if you're going to put the effort in, then I'm going to put the effort in for you.
Damn.
Yeah, it's super cool. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But it was I'm nothing to like physically, I'm not the most attractive person in the world. I'm not saying I'm ugly. I'm just saying that like
I'd smash.
I'm just saying that you'd smash. But I'm just saying that she is that attractive and cool and awesome and also, so it's like, if she's willing to put that effort in for me, then I will do anything for that until it goes awry.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. And if it does, then it does. But if you're willing to put the work in for me, I'm 100% going to put way more work in for you.
So let me ask you. Let's jump the gun here a little bit. Would you be down for like a long distance relationship?
I will tell you this. I do not. That's really funny that you asked that question. I was thinking about that today, actually, about this woman. I was like, would I be willing a long-term relationship or a long-distance relationship? And it would all depend on the level of person that I'm with. So
Yeah.
if this person X was like, yeah, let's do this, whatever, then I would. And I've found in the like couple of years that I've been single and like hanging out and like doing long-term stuff and I've been in those types of relationships before. But right now I was like, you know what? I had a very, very cathartic, visceral moment today where I was like, I don't care. Like I would not be like if and maybe it's a sign of maturity or whatever, but it was like if she wants to do that, then yeah, we can do it. But understand this, like I've got my job, I've got my life going on here.
Yeah.
She's got hers going on
Yeah,
there. If it works out, it works out. And if you meet somebody, then cool. But if you want to continue this, then I'm 100% in. And I will devote myself to you. But if it doesn't work out, I can't afford emotionally to be upset about that. If that makes any sense.
So I mean, like I'm talking about like exclusively dating her. Like
No, I would. Like in a heartbeat.
she stays faithful to you while and then you
Yes.
stay faithful to her. You don't.
But I'm not that naive
Yeah.
anymore. I used to be. I used to be super naive to that. But I'm not anymore. Like I understand people got their business, they've got their lives, they've got all that stuff. And I've got mine
But I just
here.
can't see like a long distance relationship ever working. Like, I mean, specifically like with my girlfriend, like we are crazy about each other, and if she had to go to she's doing something. Let's just say hypothetical, she was going to school for fucking 2 months out of state or doing whatever. For sure, yeah, I'll come visit you, whatever, but, I know she's going to come back. But if she's moving, like, out of state permanently and I'm staying here or vice versa, that's probably not going to fucking work out, just realistically.
All right. So, and I understand
unless I have plans to eventually move up there or if she has plans to eventually move wherever I move.
Sure.
But if it's like, if she's there out of state or, 3-4 hour flight and it's just like, and it's permanent, like someoone's got to make a move. You know what I mean?
No, they don't.
I don't.
No,
I
you
just,
don't.
I can't
No,
see
you
a
do
long
not.
distance relationship working.
So here's the thing.
long
right?
term,
like
long term.
and
A
long term.
few months
like-
for sure.
Okay, so
you can make it work, but
the thing is, like, if you're with somebody, you're with them. You don't care about anybody else around your area where they're, and she wouldn't care about them around their area.
maybe you
You
don't know.
can't-
'Cause you might meet some
and
new
and if
people.
that's the thing, like, if you're willing to make that work, and you have to be okay with them maybe leaving, you might have to be okay with that. And right now, like, I just met this person for the first time a week ago, and it could be just infatuation, it could be all that, but if I was to go visit her and if we sat down and told, like, yes, I want to make this work, you want to make this work, cool, I would with the disclaimer, I'd be like, look, I understand you travel for work, I understand you're gonna do what you have to do, whatever it is, and I have to do what I have to do, but you and I are together, then that's fine. But if that doesn't work out, then it doesn't, and it's just gotta be okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying realistically, if it's like a forever thing where you guys are like always in a different state or like 3 or 4 hours away from each other, I would like if my chick was like, "Hey, I'm moving home. I'm fucking, going back to
Utah.
going back to
like,
Utah."
Yeah.
I would literally be like, "Cool." Like
Like, would you end it immediately?
I would, it depends. Like, is she moving back permanently?
Sure.
Then yeah, I mean, I probably would because that's
But
not
why?
that's
Like,
not sustainable.
That
That's not
no,
sustainable.
I completely
both
disagree.
ends, on both
on
ends.
both ends, but I completely disagree with that.
Unless
I
I
completely
was like,
disagree.
unless she's moving back to Utah, and then I'm like, cool. In 6 months, I'm moving up there with you. Absolutely. If
But
she,
that is something that you would have to talk about and be like, do you want to move to Utah or like?
exactly? That's like a good question. Is because
Love
why are
is not conditional.
well, if why is she moving? Is it whatever? Whatever the circumstance. If she's moving permanently, dude, it's not going to work out. It's not.
So you're telling me right now that your relationship is conditional based on geography.
Absolutely, as all relationships and friendships as well.
I understand friendships. I understand that, but friendships last way longer than relationships do. But you're seriously telling me right now that if you were so in love with somebody that you would not consider leaving San Diego?
No,
to go
I
with
would
them?
absolutely consider it.
So
but-
that's a conversation.
No, I
that
absolutely
people
would
need to
consider
have.
it. But I'm just saying, if it was like, hey, I'm moving to Utah, and I don't want to move, then obviously there's like a problem there.
Well, there would have already been a conversation.
That's
about
what I'm
that.
saying. Is I don't think in a relationship, someone would move out of state unless like if everything's gravy. You know what I mean?
Sure, but that doesn't make it.
And again,
You know what-
if it's
you know
a
what that makes it-
temporary
it
thing,
makes-
it's different. But
It makes what people call love or relationships or anything in general. It devalues relationships. So as long as it's convenient for you, you'll be in it. The second it becomes
No.
inconvenient geographically,
Absolutely.
you're done. So
yeah.
you're in love with a person because they're here, and when they
So-
leave, you're not able to be like, all right, do I really love that person? Can you get introspective in that? And
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is that if she moved out of state for whatever reason, that would tell me, okay, like I would just be like, hey, we can make it work here. You know what I mean? We could make it work, but
you can make it work anywhere.
I know, but if let's just say like she was to fucking just up and leave and bolt,
Yeah. If
like-
you spew and she bolts, it was never.
that would tell me that there's like something wrong. You know what I mean?
Not with you two, but if she's just able to go and leave and needs to get out, then
For a couple months, yeah, absolutely.
love needs
we'll
needs to follow.
We'll make the absolutely.
It needs to
So,
follow.
Would I
Like
move?
if in 6 months you guys were like, or even if you like, let's say you got a dream job somewhere and it happened to be in San Francisco
Yeah.
or wherever, and you're like, I have to go.
Yeah.
And would you be?
If I so
would it upset you if she was like, I can't be with you because you're leaving?
if I got a dream job in San Francisco, I would expect her to either A, move with me when I moved or move within a few months.
That I understand.
And if she didn't, then I would say this is not going to work.
So what is more important to you? Is it the person you're with, or is it the lifestyle that you want to lead, or the job that you want, or whatever it is? And that's something that I have a lot of conversations with a lot of people. Like, people want to be in a relationship with a woman or a woman with a man, and if once it gets difficult, they'll just cut and run.
I mean, I mean, I can make it work anywhere financially, you know. confident in that
And
manner.
does the person matter more than
So if
you?
she was like, "Hey, I need to move back to Utah, for whatever reason," then I would probably move with her. Absolutely,
you would?
absolutely.
Yeah, and that's thing like there's got to be. Obviously, there are
Obviously, it's all hypothetical. It's all
hypothetical and all that
yeah.
stuff, whatever. But like, and also there are moves that you have to make or whatever. Like, you have to get your lease broken. You have to do all
Yeah.
this stuff. But the thing that I've found lately, or as of late, is that like I'm done doing what the social norm is. Like I said, I met a girl this weekend and I like her. Like, if I will go visit her in
Yeah.
Oakland, I will be there if she wants it. And when I come back, if she doesn't, then that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, you have to work.
But
towards
what's
things.
the whole my point was, what if it gets to the point where you've come visit her a few times, she's come to visit you, and she's like, "Hey, I really like you. I think I love you actually. Do you want to pursue like a committed relationship?" At
The
that-
answer would be absolutely
Okay,
yes.
but at that point, if I was you, I would say, absolutely. Like, I feel the same way. Let's do this. In order for us to do this, so either I have to move up to where you're
or
at,
you have
or
to move
you have
where
to
I am.
move to where
And
I am.
that I completely agree
That's
with.
what I'm saying.
That if it's going to be that kind of love.
Yeah.
But there is like right now, currently, if I go up to visit said person
Yeah.
and I go up there and we have a great time, I'm like, hey, look, I really like you. I'm not going to relocate until you commit yourself to me. And the second that you commit to me, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I can do my job anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm a bartender. I can
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it
exactly.
anywhere. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's Omaha, Nebraska. It doesn't matter if it's like Oklahoma. It doesn't matter. I
Yeah.
can do my job anywhere. But if I care about you that much, then that needs to be the priority.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is that one of the two has to be willing to move to.
Yeah.
I don't think a relationship is sustainable that far away long term.
Have you ever thought that even if somebody is far away, can you like sustain like you don't have to necessarily like you can be in love with somebody and not be there with them all the time. Like one of my favorite things as I'm getting older is I love the fact that I have my own space.
Yeah.
I have my own time. I have all that. So that still can be like she could live in San Francisco and I could live in San Diego. We can do our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But just because like you could sleep with whoever you want, do whatever you want, but your love is towards me and my
Yeah.
love is towards you. Like there's no other thing. Do you think people are capable of that? Because I do.
Are you talking about like polyamory? Like
yeah,
having, like-
essentially it's just like why are we so stuck on like love and here between two people right next to each other all the time? Like I don't like being around people in general. And either maybe this person doesn't. But why can't we be apart and still have like that love for each other and just do it? Like
I
the
think it's
second that I see that person, it's that person and I, and that's it.
I know, but I think it's like I think it's partly it's like selfishness. I think another part of it is people feel like an ownership over their significant other. Like this is mine. This is
I
mine.
understand
This is
that
all mine.
completely.
And it's just like only I get to touch her, only she gets to touch me. You know what I mean? And that's a really special thing. And like
But don't you ever think that like if you're away from your girlfriend for 3 or 4 months and then you come meet, like that spark's reignited.
yeah, absolutely.
It's right there. Like it's just
Yeah.
you two, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you guys separate and you do your thing, she does her
Yeah,
thing.
but as far as do your thing, you like I think that a lot of that spark will be lost if you share that connection that you had with her with other women, and vice versa if she shares that connection with other men, or women. Whatever
I
you're
mean,
into.
that's fair enough.
Because there's something to be said about just a monogamous, committed relationship to where it's like, I'm not touching anybody else, and you're not touching anybody else.
Do you think that is a philosophy that's gone by the wayside lately? You think people are really committed to each other nowadays?
I know that I am,
Well, sure, and I'm of the same volition.
And what's hilarious is that I think a lot of people in this newer generation, their early 20s that are coming up, are fighting against that concept.
Sure.
I know so many people who are like polyamorous, who have a fucking boyfriend, who have a girlfriend, but then they both like sleep with other people on the side, or they'll bring another person into the bedroom with them, and then I'm just like, dude, that like. If that works for you, that works. But I guarantee you, it doesn't.
Somebody's going to catch feelings.
Someone's going to catch
somebody's
feelings.
going to want something to change.
Exactly. So you're gonna. So like, let's just say you're a dude dating a girl, and then you bring another girl into the bedroom, and then like you're fucking this other girl in front of your girlfriend, and then she's gonna be like. Like he doesn't look like he doesn't.
Or opposite.
Or opposite, like, yeah. You bring another guy in,
two
blah,
guys,
blah,
whatever. It doesn't
and
matter.
then you're just kind of like, oh, like she doesn't look like she doesn't look look at me like that anymore, or whatever,
right.
or whatever. It's like, I don't think that can work.
So is it more important to feel loved, or more important to have the facade of love with somebody else? Like, for somebody to tell you that they love you and they care about you, or is it more important just for you to be like, I want love and I'm finding it any way I can?
I mean, I think that, my ultimate goal was to find somebody that I love and that loves me, and that will allow me to love them, and that will also show me love back, which is what I have right now. And like, who knows? Will that last forever? I don't know. Like, and I couldn't imagine bringing somebody else into the picture.
No, I couldn't either. I couldn't, like, the person that I'm with is the person that I'm with, and that's it. There's nobody else.
Yeah.
Like, I won't even talk to another girl if I'm in a committed relationship. I will not.
I mean, I'll talk to a chick.
I will
like,
not.
I mean, even at the bar, like.
Well, no, I mean, doing my job, I have to do that.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, when I come home to a woman, I'm coming home to her, and that's it.
Well, like we talked about on a previous episode, it's like, things I do and don't do when I'm in a relationship or not in a relationship are completely different. Like, for example, like going to after parties. I don't do that when I'm in a relationship, because that's when bad things can happen.
Of course.
It's 4 a.m. and
that's
you're
putting yourself in a situation
exactly
that you should not be in.
And so when I'm in a relationship, I go out of my way to never put myself in a situation that will, I can potentially make a bad decision.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I absolutely know what you mean.
And I know that after parties, it's 4 a.m. Fucking people are drunk. Even though you do love your significant other, things can happen.
Whatever. Yeah.
And so I specifically go out of my way to not put myself in situations like that when I'm in a relationship, out of respect for my partner.
Of course.
So, yeah. As I take a long drag of a cigarette.
A long drag of the cigarette.
4:30 in the morning on the back patio.
That's very what's his name? Mark Twain-ish. Of you.
Yeah. I'm a poet.
You didn't know it.
Oh, hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
Ooh, that reminds me of a song.
Uh-huh. So anyway, enough about relationships.
Yeah, I know we've been pontificating and filibustering on relationships for the last hour.
I know. It's been good, though. It's been a good, nice little chat here. So I've got fucking a couple notes here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
By the way, do you mind if we take a pause?
you have to pee.
Yeah.
I do. I have to
Very,
pee too.
very badly.
Why don't you pee and I'll talk while you pee?
No, we go on the spider.
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
no. Why don't you go pee, and I'll talk while you pee, and then you talk while I pee. We'll keep this going. So, yeah. So, I was Tim, how big is your dick? 13 inches. 13 centimeters. Have you ever gotten complaints about your length? Yeah, I mean, girth or length? Have you ever... do you usually get repeat customers? Yeah. I'm just saying, like, can I see your dick? You can chub it up a little bit if you want. You know what I mean? Just kind of rub it a little bit. Get it, to get a halfy. Get a sem. Yeah, just get it. Make it look nice for me. If you want. Because I absolutely will not show you my dick because I straight up have a fucking little boy's dick when I'm not hard.
Oh no, I mean I'm hung like a field mouse.
You're hung like a field mouse. Dude, I am for sure a grower and
Not a shower.
not a shower. I don't know if you knew this about me either, but I am uncut. I'm a Gentile. Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to date Gentile women before. But no, who cares? Like, the thing is like, when it comes to like dick size, whoever says size doesn't matter is lying. Whoever says motion in the ocean, they're also lying.
Yeah.
It's just sex matters between two people, and if it's intimate, I guarantee you, not you,
Yeah.
because I wouldn't do it to you, but
Mhm.
like any woman that I'm with, I will always get them off first.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
You seem like a generous lover.
Oh, you have no idea. Yeah.
I've straight okay. However, so there's such every fucking dude talks about like they want to. Oh God, I wish I had a fucking 10-inch dick.
No, thanks,
dude.
That just makes me feel like I would be out of breath.
There's like
trying to get that
I've
up.
met girls who've straight up told me that they've like seen dudes' dicks and been like, that's not going inside of me.
It's too big.
It's too big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
A fucking
I will tell you
giant.
this. I probably have the perfect size.
What are you working with?
You know, like
Like a 6?
I'm about 6.5, and not like I.
you have a
There
pen-
was something where I found like it. Look at your thumb, and that's what the dick
No,
was
it's
like.
thumb
it's-
to index. Thumb to index.
Well, no, but it goes from there to my belly button for sure.
okay.
But it's also like when it comes to sex, like I'm not a whore. Like I do not just sleep with anybody.
Yeah.
I do not. When the opportunity presents itself, I will absolutely take care of them over me.
Yeah.
And I like doing that kind of thing. But no, I mean I'm not huge. I'm good at what I do, but I'm not very big.
You know what though? I've had ex tell me before though that she dated a dude who was like, his dick was, literally, she literally like put up her thumb and index finger. She's like, is this big? And I'm like,
Yeah, but is she just being a bitch?
no. She was being honest, like totally
Was
honest.
she?
She
'Cause
wasn't.
girls will do that. Girls will be
No,
a
she-
bitch about it.
No.
Yeah.
She wasn't being. She was being completely honest with me. Because I mean, she even was like, you're not. I've definitely been with guys that are bigger, but like, she was like, you definitely get me off. Like, it's not a problem. Like,
I was
but
like,
so that's why I
size
knew.
is such a fucking misnomer.
Yeah, but check this out
It's
though.
dumb.
It is, but at the same time, she was like, his dick was so fucking small, and I'm like, and I put up my pinky, and I'm like, was it this big? And she was like, smaller than my pinky.
Like one knuckle.
Dude, I mean, my pinky's
Dude, I've had
maybe a
thumbs
one.
in my butt bigger than that. Like,
Oh,
But
that's
that's the
right.
thing.
You're a fucking.
I'm a masochist.
You're
I don't give a
wait,
shit.
you're a fucking finger in the ass guy, right?
Oh my god, yeah.
That's crazy.
I will always be very in the forefront of a conversation when it comes to sex with women.
Uh-huh.
I was like, anything that I am doing to you during, you can do to me.
Really?
Oh yeah,
You're down to get pegged?
yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Really?
It doesn't matter.
I had a finger in my ass once for 12
Oh, it's
seconds,
so
and
good.
I was like, nope,
It's so
I'm
good.
done.
It's so good.
I'm done.
Nope.
I have to pee
I-
real quick, so you
Yeah,
keep talking,
go.
and then I'm going to go.
Yeah, go pee. I don't necessarily know what to say right now, but when it does come to a sexual experience, do not, anybody, please do not limit yourself. Just keep going. Let it happen. When you care about somebody and when you're with them, then, or even if it's just random, just keep going because you never know what you would like until you experience it. I had a very brief sexual experience a couple weeks ago, and a knuckle deep right up in my, and it was fantastic because we agree. We're like, yep, we're just gonna keep on going and really test each other's limits. And I have my limits; they are few and far between. But yeah, the second that anything that I will do for you, you can do to me. Absolutely.
So that's the thing is like, I've been with some girls who are like really like to be choked and like slapped around, and other girls who are like, what are you fucking doing? You know what I mean?
Well, tell them to lighten the fuck up. Seriously.
Yeah.
And that's like one of my favorite comics. This guy Tom Segura is like, man, when me and my now wife were together, I was like, when they were first dating, like, yeah, you can. It was just, oh, it's very sweet and it was kind and nice. And then once I got married, it's like, yeah, spread peanut butter on my balls and slap the fuck out of me. Like, yeah, do that because they're with you forever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand people that restrict themselves sexually. I don't understand.
So also, I wonder, like, the longer you're in a relationship, you know, the weirder the shit
yeah, it's
probably
like
has
a
to get.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, eventually, it's like, you know, if my relationship continues with my current girlfriend, it's like, what's gonna happen? You know, we're gonna have to really.
What do you mean that's gonna happen?
We're gonna have
What's
to
gonna
really
happen? Like,
start. You know,
dude, get weird.
let's
Have
just
some
say
fun. It's
2
not like some David Thoreau shit.
2
like,
years.
Like it's more like Twizzlers fitting buttholes. Like let's see if they
2
let's see
years
if that
down the
works.
road, it's like, you know, all right, let's spice this up a little bit. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about. Like guys, like lick 'em and stick 'em. Like
Dude,
let's figure
holy
out
shit.
your bodies. Like don't be bashful
Yeah.
about this anymore. Sex is okay to have.
Mm-hmm.
So go at it however
Yeah.
you need to have it. And if a girl says no, then don't do it. But if she says yes and keep going, then make her feel the best you can ever feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, moving on. I felt like the other day when I was at the bar, before Friday or Saturday, I think this was like, I came in on like a Wednesday or something like that. And I feel like I made a no-no. And let me get your opinion as a bartender. How do you, let's say you're trying to get a drink, the bartender's across the room at the other side of the bar,
Yeah.
maybe like chatting up at a patron or whatever.
Are you talking about me?
I am talking about you. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm saying I think I did something wrong. However, I was kind of jokingly doing it, but I was very intoxicated, so I feel like it might have came off as like annoying. You were on the other side of the bar. I'm outside the smoking area, and I started like yelling through the window. Because there's a window you can
Okay.
hold on, let me finish. There's the window that you can order drinks through. It's almost like a drive-through, but it's right in the smoking area. But you're on the other side of the bar, and I'm like, Tim, over here, over here,
Kaka,
over here.
Yeah, I know.
Now,
And
I
put
would
the
never, I would never do that to someone I didn't know.
Correct.
However, I have seen people do that to bartenders they didn't know. I was doing it jokingly, but I have seen
I know you're with Dale, and he was doing the same thing.
Yeah, whoever that guy.
Yeah.
No, Nate.
Nate was his name.
Nate.
Yeah.
Where's the lighter?
It's here.
You keep stealing it. So that's what I'm saying is I was jokingly doing that, but then in my like later on I'm like, fuck, that's
All
like,
right, so
that's like a
here's
no-no,
the
dude. That's a no-no
thing.
in a bar, right?
I
never do
am
that.
No, I disagree with that, because my job is not to be comfortable behind the bar. So if opening up the window is an option for you, then yes, you absolutely should be like, hey, I need a drink. If you're a dick about it, then I will deal with you accordingly. But no, if you open up that window and you're like, hey, let me live in here and be like, hey, I need my beer, I need this. Cool, let me know, because if I'm at the other end of the bar, how else am I going to know?
True.
How am I going to know?
True.
And I'm super apathetic to those type of like, I will do the same thing as a bartender at my bar. Like when I'm drinking there, if I'm sitting on the patio and I open up that window and I talk to one of the bartenders who's working, I'm like, hey, I need a drink. At your leisure, but know that I'm here.
Yeah. See, if I'm at a bar and it's a bartender to know, I'll go to where they are. If they're on the opposite side of the bar,
We appreciate that so
I go
goddamn much.
over to where they are.
Right.
And try, and I'll just be kind of like, hey, like, just or just kind of flash some cash, or something like that.
Please don't ever do that.
No.
No, that's the biggest insult on the planet. Is people that are just like, I got money.
Well,
like
I do that
that's
sometimes
gross.
just to let you know, like, hey, like, or I won't flash it, I won't like wave it at you, but I'll have it in my hand and look at you in the eye.
Well,
to
and we're cash on, but if I'm looking you in the eye, you have to tell me your order right away.
That's what I'm saying. So I'll have cash in hand, and I'll look at the bartender in the eye, just so they know I'm ready to order.
Right. Now, and if you come to a bar and you are not ready to order, if you were to come up to the bar and be like, I don't necessarily know what I want, I'll be
Yeah.
like, I'm going away from you immediately.
Yeah.
And I'm going to people that know what they want.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are ever going to a bar, there are two things you don't ever ask a bartender for. You do not ask them just to make you something, what my favorite is, because you're going to get a vodka soda. That's it. Like, you're going to get that. Or a vodka cranberry or something like that.
Yeah.
You're going to get something super easy. And if you come to the bar and it's like, can I have a glass of wine? Know what fucking wine you want.
Yeah.
Or know what vodka, or know what whiskey you want, or something. That annoys me more than, like, I would much rather have somebody like Ryan or somebody come up to the window and be like, hey, and summon me, than I would somebody that doesn't know what they want.
Yeah. Okay. I've definitely never done that. I've never been like, so, like, what do you think? What's good? Like, what?
Right. And I have
But I
that
have seen that
happen
happen. I've seen
so
yeah,
goddamn
yeah.
always.
Yeah.
And anything that I pour is going to be perfect. It doesn't matter, because
Yeah.
anybody that does that's already drunk, and it's mostly like a woo girl that comes in.
Yeah. For sure. Okay. So, a little bar tip there.
Bar tips: know what you want to drink when you go to a bar.
Yeah.
Understand, and do not ever ask just for a glass of wine.
Oh, that's the worst. Because it's like, what do you want? Red, white,
Red,
fucking-
white. Do you want
what
a
do you want, a
Cabernet?
Cab?
Do you want a
a
Pinot?
Merlot?
Do you want a whatever?
Yeah.
Like, whatever you want. Like, know what you want. Like, oh, it doesn't matter. The "it doesn't matter" pisses bartenders off more than anything,
Yeah.
because we're busy.
Yeah. I know. You got 6 other people you got to fucking pour drinks for.
Or 20, or
Yeah.
30, or
Yeah,
50 other
yeah.
people we got to do.
Yeah.
Not do, but like
Yeah.
service.
Yeah. Well, I think that's about wraps it up here.
Are we wrapping it up?
Yeah, we're wrapping it up. Oh, did you wrap it up, by the way?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
How well did you have protection on you?
No.
Did she?
What are you supposed to have, like a what do they call it? Like a
Dental dam?
dental dam? Yeah. Yeah. What is it? 1976? Yeah.
A lady condom?
No. I mean,
You just raw dogged it?
no. I had coke deck,
No, I'm saying like.
so I did not penetrate at all.
Whoa!
At all.
Really?
I just made sure she got
No.
off for hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you?
Yeah, the next day.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Tight.
But
Okay.
yeah, but no. Like, I'm completely aware of my what I'm capable of, and
Yeah.
if I know this is not going to work,
Yeah.
then I'm just like, whatever. I will do anything I can to make sure that you remember me back.
You're a very generous lover.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
doubt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
no doubt.
Good to know.
All right.
All right. Well.
So we're kicking it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. That's it. This has been another episode of Backyard Hang. Actually, in a backyard.
Actually in the backyard.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'll talk to y'all later.
Thank you for listening to Backyard Hang.